Okay. Go ahead and get ourselves in a seated position, cross-legged, one in front of the other. Doesn't matter which one. Sit up nice and tall through your sit bones. So if you need to kind of move the fleshy pieces out of the way so that you really feel like you're sitting right on top of the middle of your pelvis, aka the V word. That's what this physical therapist I have been listening to lately says. She says sit right on your V word, your vagina. Okay, sit right on top of it, and it actually really makes sense when you close your eyes and you think about the evening out of that space and just being very much in the center. So let's stay here for just a moment, hands on top of our knees. We're gonna close our eyes, let those shoulders roll down your back. Imagine that there's that string attached to the crown of your head, attached to the top of the ceiling, and you're lifting your head out of your shoulders, away from each vertebrae in your neck. Closing your eyes if they're not already closed. Allow your right ear to fall towards your right shoulder. Let that left shoulder really drop away, but also remember to relax that right shoulder, the side you're leaning against. Turn your gaze down towards your legs or chest, and then roll your chin across your chest. You're going to end up with that left ear on the left shoulder. Again, let both shoulders fall down, leaning over to that left side. Big breath in, gaze down towards your legs, towards your chest, and then roll your chin across your chest. We're going to do this 3 more times on each side. Right ear, right shoulder, both those shoulders drop away. Your hands are just lightly resting on your knees or legs. Turn your gaze down towards your chest and then roll your chin across. Big breath out. Inhale to go to the other side. Drop your shoulders away. Turn your gaze down towards your legs and your chest, and then roll your chin across. Last time each side. Right ear, right shoulder, both shoulders drop down. Turn your gaze down. Roll that chin across the chest. Left ear, left shoulder, both shoulders really pushing away down towards the floor. Turn your gaze down. Roll your chin to the middle of your chest. And then on the inhale, I want you to lift your chin up so that it's straight, parallel from the ground, like you're gazing straight ahead with that really neutral neck. And then slowly lean back, lifting your chin just a little bit higher. Exhale, bring that chin slowly forward. I want you to imagine the flexion happening in your neck there, each one of your vertebrae as the chin comes forward, and you feel that rounding in the neck. Inhale, lift your chin slowly all the way back up towards the sky, really slowly through till you feel the maximum stretch that you can feel in your body. Just listen to your neck here. Exhale to come forward towards your chest. One more time, just slow like this. Shoulders still dropping down your back. Eyes still closed. Inhale, lift your chin high. Roll your head back. Exhale, chin comes forward. This time you're dropping your chin towards your chest, and you're going to wrap your arms around the top of your body, reaching hands for those behind your shoulders here. And your chin is rounded forward. And then I want you to puff out the back, the mid back, and drop your arms towards your legs, really creating this super round spine. Like imagine a dog rounding in its back, or a cat, how they really can tuck those hips under and push through your mid back, your low back into that seat. And on our next inhale, we're going to come up nice and slowly, still holding on to our shoulders in this wraparound hug, and you're going to bring your head all the way back. Big inhale. Exhale to drop your chin forward and create that really, really rounded spine. Inhale slowly, straighten that spine one vertebrae at a time, and let your head fall back, chin lift up high. On the exhale, come back to neutral, just chin reaching out in front. We're gonna open up those arms to a big T shape. Big inhale here. As we exhale, left hand comes down, right hand goes overhead. Inhale, reach both hands high. Exhale, right hand down, left hand overhead. Inhale, reach high. Exhale to drop from side to side. We'll do this 5 times total on each side. Here's the second one. Inhale to lift up high. Exhale to drop to the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the side, reaching overhead with that opposite hand, bending your elbow, making it nice, big, stretchy moves. Here's number 4 on this side and number 4 to the other side. Inhale to lift. Exhale to reach. Last one here, each side. Inhale to reach. Exhale to drop to this side. Reach your hand overhead. Inhale, come up with both hands. Exhale to twist to the left. Drop that left hand behind, right hand on top of your knee. Lift up through your low back, mid back, upper back. Reach that chest high, turn your gaze behind. Nice big breath in to unravel. Reach those hands up high again. Exhale to twist to the right side. This is a huge exhale, really still releasing to get that tall, straight spine. Turn your gaze. Big breath in to come back. Exhale to hinge and fold. Walk your hands to the mat and then walk your hands out in front. Leaning your chest forward, keeping the crown of the head reaching forward towards the sky as you feel your tailbone pull back. Length, length, length. Walk those fingertips out just a millimeter, centimeter further. Drop your head and then slowly walk those hands back in. We're going to flip around onto our hands and knees. Nice big inhale into our first cow pose. Curl those toes under, drop your belly and lift your chin. Exhale, flatten the tops of the feet, round your mid back, let your head fall heavy between your arms. Take 5 more breaths here. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the chin. Close your eyes still and just bringing ourselves into our body for the evening. Two more full breaths here. Last full inhale and exhale wherever you are. Making your way to that neutral spine. Inhale, lift that left leg long and behind. And we're just gonna tap the toes towards the mat. Pointed toes, leg is long. Inhale, lift that leg straight back up to hip height. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. 3 more times for 5. Inhale to lift. Exhale to tap. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Keep that foot lifted. We're going to bend our knee 90 degrees so that heel is flexed straight up towards the sky. This is our little donkey kick. So it's just a little bit of a push with that heel, and you'll feel it right in your glute hamstring 10 times. Push, exhale, inhale, come down. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, keep it lifted, squeeze it in that little kick, and then bring your knee back down to the mat. Push your hips to that left side. Drop your head towards your right shoulder. Inhale back through center. Exhale, push those hips to the right side. Drop your head to that left shoulder. Inhale back through center. Lift that right leg, point the toes. Drop those toes towards the mat with a long leg. Exhale, inhale, lift back up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lower. Crown of the head is reaching straight out in front. Neck is long, gaze is down at the top of the mat. Last one here. Hold it up. Bend your knee 90 degrees. Heel sits right on top. Flex through that heel. Push your foot up towards the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Here's 4, Going for 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it in that little flex. And then bring that knee right on back to the mat. We're going to take our barrel roll, drop the belly, lift the chin, move your ribs over to one side, round that mid back through the center, all the way around, imagining that your torso is the spatula inside the jar of peanut butter or a dog's tongue. I would see that. They can get every little bit out. Go the other way. Nice and rounded, including your hips and pelvis, including your head and neck. Coming back to the middle of your mat. Nice big inhale here, exhale here. I want you to pull your shoulders back, lengthen out that neck, even out your wrists and knees. We're gonna take a little, I call it the fire hydrant. So your knee stays bent at 90 degrees. We're gonna start with that left leg. Ground down through both your hands evenly. Press through your fingertips or maybe come to your fists if your wrists are bothering you at all. We're gonna lift that left leg out to the side like you're doggy on the fire hydrant, and then drop that knee back down towards the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Isolating that glute, okay? We've got 10 here. Here's 4. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, hold it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee down, and I want you to imagine you have a hula hoop around your waist, and just drop your waist and lift your waist around in a big circle a couple times, each direction. Coming back to the center, shake your head no and yes. Then we're gonna do the same thing on our right side. Even weight distribution in those hands or fists. Knee stays bent at 90 degrees. We're gonna lift that right leg out to the side and then lower. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Exhale. Here's 4. Last 3. Last 1. Keep it lifted. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Booties are on fire. Take your hands and knees back to the mat. Inhale here. Exhale to our first down dog. This will feel really good. Bend one knee towards the mat. Really stretch through that opposite heel. We'll hold on each leg for 3 full breaths. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 6. Last breath on this leg. Go ahead and switch legs. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 3. And exhale for 6. Come on back, pedal those knees from side to side, and then bring yourself back to your good down dog. Reaching long through those heels and through the back of your legs. Press into your fingertips. Inhale to lift your toes, look forward, step to the top of the mat. Exhale, hinge and fold. Grab opposite arm, opposite elbow. Just rock yourself from side to side nice and gently. Coming back to the center, heel toe those feet just a little bit wider. And let yourself just hang right in the center for 5 deep breaths here. Release any tightness in your neck and shoulders. Just let gravity pull you down towards the earth, towards your mat. Sigh it out. Close your eyes. Last 2 breaths. Release your hands to the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hinge and fold. Bend your knees slightly and then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, straightening out your legs, lifting yourself tall. Roll those shoulders down your back with a big exhale. Inhale, both hands high. Exhale, grab that left wrist, lean it on over to the right side. Inhale, reach up tall. Grab your right wrist. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, lean back, open up your arms, let your hands fall behind you. Interlace those fingers. Pull those knuckles down towards the floor. Try to bring the palms of your hands together so your shoulders get even a little bit closer if that feels okay. If you need to lift your head up just a little bit, go ahead and do that. We have 2 more breaths here. Last big breath. On your inhale, lift your head and then fold forward as you exhale, reaching your hands up and behind. One more breath here, reach those hands up and behind. And then slowly let those hands fall down to the mat. Inhale to a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step both feet back to high plank. Hold this high plank. We're coming open to a side plank. Right hand down, right foot rotates. Stay here, no modification. We're gonna come down with that left foot, attempting to bring our right leg out. So that bottom leg kicks out in front of you. And then we're gonna bring it right back to that side plank. Inhale here, exhale to high plank. Bring your knees down, take your knees wide. I want you to come forward with your hips, lift your chest, lift your chin maybe. Inhale, exhale to round your back and push your hips back over your heels, drop your head. Inhale, lift up, press forward with your belly and chest. Exhale, round your back, drop your head, push back over those heels. 2 more times. Inhale, lift and stretch forward. Exhale, round and push back. Last one. Open up the hips and then exhale, sink back. Stay here this time in your child's pose. Reaching your hands a little bit further towards the top of your mat, flipping your palms up towards the sky. Feel that nice gentle stretch through the back of your arms. Close your eyes if they're not already closed. 3 more nice deep breaths here. Let's do that. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 6. One more time on your own. Gently pressing back up, keeping your knees wide if that feels okay. We're gonna thread the needle right here with knees wide. Inhale, right hand high, roll that wrist around, let your head fall back. Bend your elbow, take your hand behind you. Open up here, feel that nice twist in your left side. Inhale, right hand high. Exhale to thread that needle, coming down to the mat with your right shoulder, pressing back into your hips, reaching your left hand to the top. Just 3 big breaths here. One more nice full breath wherever you are. Left hand comes back to the mat. Inhale, right hand high, open it up. Come on back to the mat. Right hand stays. Inhale, left hand high. Roll that wrist around. Bend your elbow. Take hand behind you. Exhale deeply. Inhale, left hand high. Exhale to thread that needle. Come on down to the mat. Let your head rest. Stretch and reach as much as you can with that left side, and then bring your right hand to the top. Press back into your tailbone. One more full breath. Right hand to the mat. Inhale, left hand high. Open it up. Exhale back to the mat. Inhale to bring your knees back to center. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right foot high. Bend your knee, twist your hips open to the right side. Really let that foot come behind you. Squeeze that heel towards your glute so you can feel that stretch through your right hip flexor just some more. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, up and back. Tuck and step between your hands for warrior one. Left heel drops behind. Both hands come up high. Inhale here. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale to extended side angle. So all the way out over that right thigh, or maybe your hand comes to the mat. Take your left hand overhead. Extend that angle. Inhale, come back up to warrior two, but straighten out that right leg. Hinge forward, reaching that right hand forward. Right hand to the mat, or right hand to the leg. Left hand high. See if you can bring that shoulder right on top of the other one. Hand reaching up nice and tall. One more breath. Inhale, reach up with both hands. Turn your toes in front of you. Exhale to hinge forward. 5 big breaths in that wide-legged forward fold. You can grab for your ankles or behind your legs or the low back, whatever you like there. Adjust your feet to get the best stretch you can for those last 2 breaths. Release the hands forward. Inhale to a flat back, half lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Hands to the hips, slowly lift up to standing. We're gonna bring our feet in a little bit closer, and we're gonna take that side lunge. So pushing out into that left seat, slowly. Bringing down your hands towards the mat. You can kick your toes up. And I want you here for 2 breaths to try to take your hands up off the mat. If that doesn't work, that's all right, but maybe try one hand. It's hard to balance. Then go ahead and bring your hands down to lift your hips high. Switch to the other side. Walk them on over. Bend down into that right side for those 2 good breaths. See if you can bring your hands up off the mat for one of those breaths. Hands come down, and then we're going to rotate to the top of the mat and step forward to forward fold. Lift your hips high, walk forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step back to high plank. We're going to take that side plank on the left side. So we're rotating out to our left side plank, kicking that bottom leg out. Left foot goes out. And then bring it back to side plank. Big inhale, exhale, high plank. Inhale at the top, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot high. Bend your knee, twist your hips open for 2 big breaths. Drawing that heel in towards your seat, finding more stretch. Inhale, straighten that leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Tuck and step between your hands for warrior one. Right heel down. Big breath in as you come up with both hands. Exhale, warrior two. Right hand pulls behind. Inhale to reverse that warrior. Left hand overhead, right hand behind. Exhale all the way over to extended side angle. So left forearm, left thigh, or left hand to the floor, right hand overhead here. One more full breath. Inhale, lift up to warrior two, straightening out that left leg for triangle. Exhale to reach forward with your left hand, right hand high. One more breath. Inhale, lift up, turn your toes out in front. Exhale to come through heart center, hinge and fold. Just 5 breaths here, right in the center. See if the crown of the head can fall towards the mat. and fall towards the center of your body even more. Whew. Last full breath here, wherever you are. Make it a big, deep inhale, big, deep exhale. Bring your hands to your hips, slowly roll up to stand. We're gonna turn back towards the top of the mat and just step forward to mountain. Hands come to heart center here. Bow our heads in gratitude briefly before we come down to our Shavasana cool down. Close your eyes and see if you can do this whole part without opening them. Inhale, reach up with both hands. Exhale to hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step both feet back to high plank. Inhale at the top of that high plank. Exhale to roll forward to your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to child's pose. So come up to those knees, open your knees wide and sink it low. Move your hips from side to side as you really release into your hips and heels. Flip your palms up towards the sky. Imagining a softening and a grounding happening here in child's pose as you feel your body drawing down towards the mat even closer. But what I also like to notice is that my breath fills up the back side of my body and reaches up towards the sky with those inhales. So just notice your breath with eyes closed and with a lot of concentration, letting go of outside distractions and worries. Safe in your bubble, in your home, on your yoga mat. Just one last breath here in child's pose, centering that forehead and really saying a prayer of connection and gratitude. Slowly pressing up to your hands and knees and flipping around to your seat so that your feet are out in front of you. We're gonna rock and roll our spines 3 times. Round that mid back, exhale as you roll back towards your neck. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale to roll back. Sitting up tall, rolling back this last time to a plow. Hands on that low back. We're gonna lift our toes towards the sky. Try to get your hips over your shoulders. And then you begin to hinge at your hips, sending your feet behind you as much as your neck really and shoulders allow, but you feel a nice opening in your low back. And then we're gonna slowly release when you're ready, 1 vertebrae at a time, opening up the shoulders, mid back, low back, and finally tailbone and hips come down. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together and let our knees fall wide in a loose diamond shape. Rocking those knees from side to side, or maybe closing the knees and opening them will feel good to settle down into this loose diamond shape. Taking your hands on your body or by your sides. Allow yourself to slowly soften here. With every breath, you notice that you're relaxing, you're healing, and with every practice and coming to your mat, you are growing stronger, finding more patience. Imagining gravity just pulling your legs deeper and deeper into the earth, pulling your hips, your low back, your mid back, between the shoulders and the heaviness of those shoulders. Maybe staying here or stretching one leg out and then the other. We'll close our practice with a pranayama technique. Inhale for 3, exhale for 6. It's my favorite. I think it's such a wonderful, good, deep breath. And And I like to imagine that low belly focus, but if there's somewhere else that bothers you, or perhaps you feel like that breath needs to be at, just imagine that breath going there. Maybe it's your emotions and your heart needs that breath tonight. Or maybe it's your brain because you've got a headache. Send it there. Just breathe it in for 3 and exhale for 6.